welcome to the Muscle Car Modeler. My name is Rao, and this week I'm updating you on my 64 GTO AMT Annual kit restoration. This is the one I haven't been able to put down, but as you can see, body is mostly foiled now. I just need to do the rocker moldings and the wheel opening moldings as far as foiling goes, and I'll get some detail paint in there to highlight the emblems. I got the emblem up here done and the GTO on the back here. These are foil. I cut them out. Kind of a pain, but it takes a little bit. And then polished out the windows. Windows came out real nice. And then got them glued in, so they're all glued in place. And I got the rear view mirror in place. Blacked out the entire interior. And I got the firewall in place. Painted the master cylinder steel. And then also got the battery and the washer bottle and radiator glued in place. And this body is pretty much ready to throw on. I'll just get those foiled pieces done and get this thing ready to go on. I got a mirror for it. A lot of these annuals, some have mirrors, some don't. This one the instructions show it, but I didn't get it with the kit. But I've got one that is a pretty nice representation of what was on the GTO as an option in 64. And then here we are. I got the interior all done. As you can see, it's white. Got the shifter in there with the shifter ball, and detailed out the dash and painted the wood rim on the steering wheel. And pretty happy with the way that came out. It could have been better, but pretty happy with that. And then detailed out the door panels and a couple of coats of the semi-gloss black on the floor and in the door panels, the kick panels. And then the 4-speed shifter is in place in the console top, which I had shown you before, and blacked out the whole underside, even though you really only see this much of this one when it's on the chassis. But like I said, I black them all out because sometimes you can see up in there. But there's the interior, and then I did show you guys the chassis before, but here it is with the 389 tri-power, and then the valve covers in gold and on the carbs there. And it's funny, the air filters were not really white on this one. They were more of like a black mesh, for my reference material. So I painted them that way. This whole engine's from the 65 kit because I was missing an engine, or it was a bit of a glue bomb. But this one, when Scotty gave it to me, it had a 65 engine. So not really a glue bomb, but he had that for the engine. And then I got the wheels and tires put up. These are Model Haas red lines. And then the wheels from the 65 kit, which in reference material was actually a full-on wheel cover, and the whole thing was chrome. So I left it that way and just blacked out the ovals where they are. I was going to paint the rim silver as a rally, but it looks like a rally in the 64 GTOs, but that's what it was. I don't have a spinner to go on there. Kind of wish I did. But my Model Haas wheels that are in the other kit, I like those. And then I detailed out the chassis. Pretty simple kit, but just got the aluminum paint on the exhaust system in steel. This is all just Testors brush paints. Manual tranny, which the kit has. So I'm pretty happy with how that came out. Oh, and the Model Haas tires, they're number 324. Those are the tires I used on this one. But next time you see this one, it'll be all put together and all ready to go. And then the hood, got the hood all finished. Got those fitted and foiled. In my previous video they didn't quite fit, and foiled the emblem right there. I still needed to put some black wash in there, and then the whole underside of the hood is blacked out. And the clear came out really good. So just a little more detail painting in the grills here, just to highlight the black, not make them look so chromish. And then I think there's going to be a little bit of silver on the arrowhead there. So it isn't all completely chrome, which I think is how the real cars are. Then I got I need to do another coat, but um, the grills are blacked out, and then I got a couple areas where I missed or it rubbed off, and I'll put another coat on there, and then blacked out the whole back side of the grill and everything. And then just about ready. I'll probably glue this in here in a minute, but the insert's ready to go in. So there's the insert in there. And the last thing I got to do is detail paint this piece, the tail panel. I see these in both red in the finned areas and black. So I'm a little confused in my reference material, but I'm researching that and checking that out, trying to find out what's actually correct on the GTO for 64. I don't know if some of them are Le Mans and they're black and the GTOs are red, but I'm researching that right now. And then I still got to put the taillight lenses in, but that pretty much takes care of this one. So it's mostly ready to go. Matter of fact, just a quick mock-up and fit the chassis or the interior tub in there, and then fit the there we go. One of the reasons why I kind of foil the rockers last is because there's sometimes I'm mocking it up and I'm putting it in and out of there, and it tears the foil on here, and I've had to redo it, and it's such a long strip that I tend to just wait and put that piece of foil on last. That's just a personal preference there, but getting her all mocked up so you can get an idea on what she's going to look like all put together. She's going to look pretty good. It's one thing about the screw bottom chassis is there's not a whole lot that can be warped or messed up with them. They pretty much sit flat and you don't have to worry about it. But I have done a couple that just don't want to sit flat, and I've tweaked them by ovaling one of the holes where the things go through, so it gives it a little bit of a give. So you can set the car flat. Picking which one I'm going to do is a little difficult because some of them they go right through the motors. So a lot of times I'll do the back one, but it also depends if I'm trying to raise or lower the rear too, because sometimes that's an issue. A lot of them factory stock, the fronts are a little higher than the rears. The rears tend to squat down. But I'm liking the stance this one is showing here. But yeah, this one doesn't have much farther to go. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching me build this one. And it's too bad I didn't have many more photos of what I started with. Like I said, this particular one, I got so excited I couldn't wait to get started on it and see what I had to work with. So I stripped the body right away, and it made it home that night, but it was torn apart that night. So that was quite interesting, but yeah, I was that excited to get started on this one. I just wanted to give you an update on it, show you where I'm at, and this one will be done here real soon, so you're probably going to see the finished product in the next couple of weeks. And I appreciate you following along and seeing what I'm doing in my restorations. Pretty simple, straightforward, especially when I have most of the parts. So starting off with the best kit you can has a lot to do with it. But just wanted to show off, and you can go back and watch some of my videos on restoring this one and building this one. But she's looking real good. I can't stop staring at it, especially those red lines. Those red lines just really pop against that color. I'm hoping the camera's really picking up that color. The way I'm going, I might actually have this done tonight. I'm not rushing myself, just super excited to get this one done. But anyway, that's enough mumbling on about it, and thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and you guys have a wonderful day, and And keep an eye open. You'll be seeing this one finished up here real soon.